Okay, I'm not letting go of this Adam and Eve story just yet. Okay, now, at least now I know that it wasn't Satan that Eve had sex with. There, you can throw that out. Because it was a tree. The tempter, Satan was the tempter, or the Nakash, or the shining one. He was in the garden as the temptation. It was the tree. It was the fruit of the tree they were commanded not to eat of. Okay, so the tree, there were two trees. One of life and one of the knowledge of good and evil. One of knowledge, one of good and evil. Two trees. So it was the fruit from the tree. Family trees. These are family trees that we are given free will to eat from. And the Genesis chapter 1, God said, let us make man, let us make Adam after our likeness and after our image. And I'm still sticking to Vikings draw the square. Still sticking to that. But but all of mankind is in Adam and is called Adam, okay? Even the woman. So they choose to eat. Now this is where I'm still praying and asking God to show me. I still think there is some kind of a sexual sin. Otherwise, why is fornication and adultery completely, told over and over and over again to stay away from? And that's the greatest sin of the church. It was the greatest sin of the Old Testament. So there was something there. Something was there. And there was something else about Eve in the New Testament. Paul says, lest you be seduced like Eve was seduced. Lest you be tempted and seduced like the serpent tempted Eve. So there's something going on there that would cause DNA change. But God, of course, knew all about it. But he still had access, even though the tree of life was forbidden until Jesus Christ came. But they were still given the law of God and the voice of God, because the voice of God never left Adam. He still had the inner voice, and he still had free choice to continue following God's voice from then on or not. And so you still have the tree of life at least represented in those that were obedient, faith and trusting and obeying, compared to those that just love self and followed self. Because the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is about loving only yourself, whereas the tree of life the tree that leads to life is about love and self-sacrifice. So anyway, that's just still on that. I'm still on that.